Hey guys, it's Nick from Pick'em MMA and I'm back with another video for you guys. I have the UFC 292 best bet safety parlay long shot value props main event same game parlay for you guys here. So please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a comment below for the algorithm, and we're gonna get into it right away. So let's start with the best bets on this card, which are okay. So the first best bet we have here is Queen Silva. So this line has been dropping a lot since couple of days. I saw Queen Silva sitting at like minus 180 like 3 days ago, last week. But now the line's been dropping because this is a rematch between them. Mirage was able to submit her early in the first round, but back then the Queen Silva didn't have the experience she has now. She's really putting everything together. She's on a big win streak right now, submitting her competition in the first round, just making it look absolutely easy, just not even sweating out there. I think she's gonna get the job done here. I think she's gonna look for a submission. She wants to submit Mirage back because he got submitted by her early, I think. I have a feeling Queen Silva is gonna be able to get it done here. Okay guys, so let's move to the next best bet we have is Marlon Chito Vera. And like this fight is gonna be a lot closer than people think. I wanted to take the shot on the Pedro Munoz, but the problem I have with Pedro Munoz is he doesn't really throw a lot of volume. He's gonna have a problem with the height and reach here against Chito Vera. Also, Munoz does have a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, but he doesn't really use his grappling at all. Um, he's mostly just gonna stand and bang. Like he's a very durable guy. I mean, both of these guys never been finished, never been stopped, never been submitted, never been knocked down, never been knocked out. Like this fight is definitely 100% going the distance. I think Marlon Vera is gonna win by decision. He's gonna land the bigger, impactful shots on Pedro Munoz, who doesn't throw a lot of volume. Just throws a lot of leg kicks. I don't think the leg kicks are gonna score score a lot for him on scorecards. I think the judges are gonna see the judges are gonna like what they see from Marlon Chito Vera. And also one more thing, Marlon Chito Vera. I mean, after you see him after a fight, it almost seems like he was not in a fight. Like he takes damage really well, doesn't get cut or bruised. Like his opponents look like they just had a 10 round fight, but he doesn't have that. Like he doesn't show damage on his face, which is really good for the scoring when the fight is going to a decision and the judges are looking at who's done the more damage. I think Marlon Chito Vera is gonna come on top over here and get the bounce back with a big W. Okay, guys, now let's move to the next best bet. I was a little worried. I thought this might go over 1.5 rounds, but then when I looked back on RoboCop's um, his career in the UFC, I mean, he's not going past 7.5 minutes. Most of his finishes are in the first round, and even in the second round, he's finishing his fights in the 7.5 mark. And I think he's gonna get it done here. Tululin is a fish out of water on the mat. And if RoboCop is smart and he takes him down, this should be an easy submission win for him or ground and pound. I think he's gonna ground and pound, but Tululin might give up his neck easily and get submitted here. So I'm gonna take a shot on the under 1.5, because if you take a straight shot on the Gregory Rodriguez by knockout by finish, you're still gonna be laying down chalk at like minus 160, minus 180. Like that's how he's gonna win his fights. He's a finisher. He's gonna finish Tululin here. I guess I see a submission win for Gregory Rodriguez. Okay, guys, let's move to the next best bet I have for you guys. This best bet I have by money line. This is Mario Batista. He's supposed to be fighting Cody Garbrandt, but Garbrandt did pull out of the fight. So now we have Damon Blackshear, who just fought on the last card and looked absolutely amazing. Got the third ever twister in the UFC history, so that's a really big win for him there. In the first round, looked absolutely amazing. Looked every bit of the minus 300 that he was. But man, this is a different test. Mario Batista is putting everything together right now. He's on like a 4 or 5 win streak right now, finishing guys left and right, submitting guys. Submitted Guida Canetti, who hits pretty damn hard, man. I think the grappling is gonna cancel each other's. They're gonna cancel each other's grappling out, I think here, because both of these guys are very high level submission fighters. But I think this fight's gonna stay on the feet, and I think Mario Batista is the more cleaner, the more technical striker, probably the more powerful striker. His leg kicks are absolutely vicious, and he can also mix in some takedowns. Very good all-around fighter is Mario Batista, and if you can find him around at 2-1 odds, I think there's value there. Blackshear is good, I mean, but he hasn't faced top level competition yet. Mario Batista has been in the UFC for a minute. He's putting everything together right now. Really training hard. And this is he had a full camp for this fight, by the way. Whereas Damon Blackshear is taking this fight on like a week's notice. So we could see Blackshear fade. I mean, he fought last week. It's not easy to fight a week after week. Like we saw Gilbert Durinho Burns fighting in at the UFC level. I mean, it takes a lot of toll on your body, and going back to back on weight cutting is definitely gonna affect Damon Blackshear here. I think Mario Batista is going to get a clean unanimous decision win, or maybe get a TKO. But Damon Blackshear is very tough and durable, man. I think we're gonna see a clean unanimous decision win for Mario Batista because he's gonna outstrike and out volume Damon Blackshear, who's not as good of a striker as Mario Batista. Okay, guys, let's move to the next fight, next best bet. I mean, but just one more second. I want to talk about the money line. Yeah, minus 230. Like if you can still find it at minus 230, minus 250, even. I think there's value there, man. I would maybe even parlay Mario Batista with Ian Gary or someone like that. But yeah, let's move to the next best bet now. We have is over 2.5 rounds in the Weidman versus Tavares fight. This is at pick'em right now, minus 110. I think the under 2.5 is minus 120. Yeah, so it's very pick'em odds right now. I think Brad Tavares, man. How many finishes does Brad Tavares even have? He's got like 22 fights in the UFC, and he's got 2 knockouts in the UFC. He hasn't knocked anyone out since like 2018. I know Chris Weidman is like 39 years old. He's not looking all that good. He's coming off a big layoff over 2 years. He had to get a surgery on his leg. Uriah Hall absolutely cracked his leg in half. So we don't know how he's gonna look. I know that Brad Tavares, if he's a smart fighter, he should be leg kicking Chris Weidman here. And he's as long as he's able to defend the takedowns, I think this fight's gonna go long. Both of these guys aren't really finishers, and if Chris Weidman isn't completely washed here at 39 years old, I think this fight goes to the scorecards, and I think there's value there at minus 110. Okay, guys, so the last best bet on this card I have for you guys is Aljamain, the Funk Master Stilll. I mean, this dude's proved himself time and time and time and time and again against the toughest competition out there. I mean, look at the guys that Aljamain Sterling has faced getting to the title shot, and look at the guys that O'Malley has fought getting to the title shot. It is a night and day difference, guys. I don't know what O'Malley's gonna do to get a win here. I know like he can probably, if he's able to keep this fight on the feet, I think it's gonna be interesting. But man, Aljamain Sterling is not a fish out of water on the feet. This dude is a very good striker too. He's getting better and better every time we see him. Last time, I mean, his last fight against Henry Cejudo, the Olympic gold medalist and the two-division UFC champion, and Aljamain Sterling had no problem taking him down. And Cejudo is a stocky guy, man, short, stocky guy. Those guys are more are able to defend takedowns more often than guys like Sean O'Malley who are skinny, scrawny, tall. Like I have the same type of frame that Sean O'Malley has, but obviously I'm not built like him. But yeah, like it's much easier to get taken down when you're skinny, like long torso. You have a long torso. There's a lot of like real estate in the to get your hands locked. I think Aljo's gonna be able to easily take him down over and over. Peter Yan, who's not even like a grappler like in the caliber that Sterling is, took O'Malley down like what 6 times, controlled him over 5 minutes. Outstruck him too. Struck him. I think no, he didn't outstrike him in significant strikes, but he was outstriking him in the first 2 rounds. But then O'Malley was able to land like 50 significant strikes in the third round, I think it was, and he was able to get the split decision win there. But this is a big test, man. I think getting Aljamain Sterling. I think if you're gonna like just wait until the fight starts, because I think a lot of late money is gonna be coming in on O'Malley since he's the most popular fighter that Aljamain Sterling has fought. There's a lot of hype on Sean O'Malley. I think we're gonna see this line drop even more. I think the fights by the time the fight starts is gonna be minus 200 or minus 180 for Aljamain Sterling, and it's gonna be like plus 150 for Sean O'Malley. I think we're definitely gonna see a lot of money coming in on this guy. So that's all the best bets, guys. We're gonna talk about the safety parlay next. Stay tuned, guys. Let's talk about the safety parlay next. Okay, guys. So we're at the safety parlay now, and I got I got the most confident picks I have on this card in the safety parlay for you guys. If you guys maybe had gotten Ian Gary like at minus 370, where he was like a couple days back, minus 400. I got him at minus 420, minus 440. Early in the week, Gary's sitting at like a minus. I think Gary is like sitting at minus 500 right now, which is absolutely insane. But man, this is Ian Gary's fight to lose. I don't see how Magny comes in on a week's notice and starts clinching with Ian Gary and outstrikes him here and wins a decision win here. I just don't see it, man. I think Magny is just coming to collect a paycheck on a week's notice. He's probably not even training all that hard. And not to mention the 10-year age gap between Ian Gary and Neil Magny. I think this is a super easy fight for Ian Gary, and I think he's gonna easily get the knockout win here. And then the other leg of my safety parlay is Natalia Silva. Man, Natalia's sitting at like minus 340, minus 350. Some places she's sitting at minus 375, which is not that crazy if you think about it. I mean, she's absolutely destroying these girls she's fighting in the first or second round. Even has a knockout win over Teresa Bleda. I mean, no one knocked Teresa Bleda out before Natalia Silva did. And that was in the third round, man. This girl carries her power late. She's very technical in her striking. Very good takedown defense also. And I don't see how Andrea Lee's gonna beat Natalia Silva. I think Natalia Silva is gonna put it on her. I know Andrea Lee is very, very tough and durable. I think we're gonna see either a late stoppage by a referee once Andrea Lee has no answer and she's eating power shots left and right. I think the referee's gonna step in and call it. I think we're gonna see a Natalia Silva by TKO. But yeah, all these are by money line. I had Natalia Silva by money line here, Ian Gary by money line, and we have the over 2.5 in the Guerrero versus Pedro Munoz fight. You can just throw the fight goes to decision. You're probably gonna get plus money on this parlay if you throw the fight goes to decision. I don't see anyone finishing in that fight between Chito Vera and Pedro Munoz. Both of those guys are some of the most toughest, durable fighters I've ever seen in my life, and I think we're gonna hit with the safety parlay this weekend, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Hit the like button. Leave a comment below for the algorithm, guys. I really appreciate it. Now we're gonna talk about the long shot parlay. No, the long shot props, value props. I mean, let's jump into it, guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna talk about the main event same game parlay now. The last time I gave you guys the main event same game parlay, it was on Corey Sandhagen card, and we had Corey Sandhagen same game parlay, which cashed at plus 195. It was almost plus 200, which is very good odds on a guy who was a 4-1 favorite going into that fight. So please subscribe. I know I deserve a subscribe for that play that I gave you guys last time on Corey Sandhagen for Corey Sandhagen money line over 1.5 rounds, most significant strikes, most takedowns, and it paid out at plus 195. So once again, guys, I'm gonna give you guys another same game parlay here. We have Aljamain Sterling, the bantamweight goat, about to defend his belt the fourth time, I think. And I think the second leg of my same game parlay is over 4.5 minutes. Either you can also do 1.5 rounds, but I would be worried because I don't know how. If I think O'Malley's gonna survive the first round if he gets taken down easily, but after the first round, that's what worries me. Like um, once O'Malley starts getting tired, that's when Sterling's gonna start putting the pace on him, and you never know, he could lock in a choke or something in the second round. That's what Sterling is saying, that he wants to finish O'Malley in the second round by TKO. But yeah, guys, and then we have 2+ takedowns. I do think O'Malley's gonna take him down over and over. He's not gonna go for the finish right away. He knows he's smart. He knows that O'Malley's not gonna give up that easy. He's gonna have to like put the weight on top of him, tire his energy out, make him tired, and then ground and pound, make him like that's how you like mess up the striker's timing. You keep going for takedowns, and then your hands open up. I think that's what Sterling's gonna do. I think he's gonna start going for takedowns and then mixing up his hands. O'Malley's gonna be hesitating to throw his kicks, all his weapons on the feet, because he knows that he can easily get taken down again. I think that's what's gonna open up Sterling's hands, and then I don't see either of these guys getting knockdowns here in this fight. So that's why I added the tie for the knockdowns. Uh, and then this is gonna pay you at plus 200, guys. I can't wait till you guys cash this play and make some money this weekend, guys. Okay, let's move to the the value prop slash value, the long shot prop value props. I mean, sorry, I'm just mumbling right now. But yeah, sorry guys. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the long shot value props. Okay, now let's talk about the long shot value props. We're finally here. The first long shot value prop is this is a sprinkle. I'm not putting units on these props. These are like long shot value props that I think could hit. So the first fighter that I sprinkled on was Yang Wei Li by submission. I know that Lemos has been choked out on the feet. Like imagine her getting taken down and then giving her up her back. Wei Li can easily um, dig in her hooks on get a body lock on Amanda Lemos on the ground, and choke in a submission. She's got a lot of variety of submissions. She's got arm bars, rear naked chokes, guillotines, every type of submissions you can think of. And I think Wei with her grappling is gonna be the difference here. I think she's gonna be able to. I don't think she's gonna. She can easily strike with limos. It's not like she's gonna get outclassed in the striking. Wei is a very good striker, very technical striker, very powerful striker. She all she does is train MMA, man. Wei is a beast. Like the only way you beat Zhang Wei is if you catch her with a head kick or something, and I just don't see Limos doing that. I know Limos hits so hard, but I think Wei is gonna be able to get the submission win here. I got the submission prop early at plus 550 on DraftKings, but I think since now the bookies have seen a lot of money coming in on this prop by submission. I even picked Zhang Wei in her last fight against Carla Esparza. I knew that Carla Esparza was gonna keep shooting for the takedowns. I knew she wasn't gonna stand on the feet with Wei because of how hard Wei hits and how technical she is on the feet. She's got a lot of striking weapons on the feet. She throws spinning back fist. She's like just very well-rounded fighter, man. She's a minus 300 favorite for a reason in this spot, and this is gonna be Limos' hardest fight by a mile. Like this is gonna be, she's gonna realize why like really is a champ right now. And then for the next value prop, I put we had Aljamain Sterling by KO, TKO, or DQ. We've already seen Aljamain Sterling cash in by DQ before. I think back then against Peter Yan, that was like plus 1100 or plus 2000 or something like that when he cashed as a big by that illegal knee that he took to the head. But yeah, man, I got it early at plus 700. I think people are like they're just thinking, oh, Aljamain Sterling's gonna take him down and choke him out. Guys, like I think Sean O'Malley's gonna defend the rear naked chokes, the submissions, and I think Sterling's gonna start letting the ground and pound go, and then get a referee stoppage in the second, third, or fourth round. And then for the third value prop I sprinkled on was Gerald Mearstart by submission. If you can get Gerald Mearstart by third round submission, I think that's where you gotta attack him at. That's the only way I see him winning here. He's gonna have to survive the first two rounds against Petrosky, who's a very strong dude, man. That very good grappler, a lot of submission, very good submission games, good jiu-jitsu, good striking also, good. He's got good heavy hands also on the feet, but he's not like a super technical striker or anything. This is gonna be his hardest fight yet. And man, I would be scared to attack Petrosky moneyline. I know it's only like minus 230, I think, right now. They went down a little bit, but yeah, man, if you're gonna attack, I think the way to attack this is under 2.5 rounds, because Gerald Mearstart doesn't normally go to decision scorecards. He's a finisher, man, or either he goes out on his short. He's gonna get finished or he's gonna finish the fight. And I see that happening here. I think either Gerald Mearstart is gonna get the submission lead here, or Petrosky is gonna get the club and sub, or maybe TKO early. And then for the last value prop I have is Brad Tavares by decision at plus 200. Guys, Brad Tavares has had 22 fights in the UFC, and 16 of those fights have gone to decision. He's got 2 knockouts, and he's been knocked out 4 times in his career. And Chris Weidman coming in at 39 years old after over 2 years off, after recovering from his knee surgery. We just don't know how he's gonna look, man. But one thing I can tell you guys is Brad Tavares is not like a hard hitter, and Chris Weidman does not quit on himself. He's gonna fight tooth and nail. He's gonna give everything he has, man. But the one thing that does worry me about Brad Tavares is that he does have good takedown defense. So that's the positive there. But man, he's gotta let his hands go more. He's gotta like use his footwork. He keeps his head set in the center line, and if Weidman can maybe crack him, you never know, man. It only takes one shot to the dome, and it's good night, Irene. But I see Brad Tavares winning by decision here, guys. Okay, guys, that's I think that's it for now. I'll probably be making more videos once we get all the prop markets to open up. I'll be looking for the best value on the card. We still haven't gotten the Mario Batista versus Demond Blackshear props. I think I'm gonna attack Demond Blackshear by decision. I think he's gonna win a unanimous decision, but the money line isn't too bad at -230. But yeah, guys, let's end it here now. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate all you guys watching this video, hitting the like button. Leave a comment below for the algorithm. Really helps other people find my videos. And the reason I want to keep making more content. This is something that I really enjoy doing. I just put like 3 hours into this. I write down all the research. I gotta do some tape study on some fighters, and then I gotta go look at their records, their stats, and everything. Like it takes a lot of work to get these videos out, and I do it all by myself, guys. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It really means a lot to me, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Good luck on all your bets this weekend. Hope you guys make a lot of money this weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take care of yourself, and later. Bye.